What GBC has done for me is, first of all, and make sure you tell, if you have any friends or family that are about to begin college, let them know to begin here. Because you just learn so many skills here, and the price is, it's a very good deal. I have a lot of friends that are coming in now because they went out of state and, they have loans now, and it's really just terrible situation for them. And I have none, so that's good. I got the same or even a better quality of education than they did. Also, the thing about GBC is I hear people say all the time, how easy it is and, oh, it's this and that. But really, it's not all that different from a four-year school at all. I went to UGA, and it was pretty simple for me. And so I don't know if GBC is harder than people think or four-year schools are easier, but one or the other. And also, something that I definitely endorsed from GBC that helped me at UGA is the critical language program. I can't say it enough to people. If you take one of the critical languages, you have more, you don't have any tests or homework, and the finals are 80% oral and 20% written, so it's taught by a tutor as well, and it's more intensive, so it's better than a normal class, and GBC offers that, and other states don't, so very, very important, especially if you're going into a field like mine, international relations. Also, I had the opportunity to study abroad, something that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't been exposed to the different cultures and everything at GBC.
And I just want to thank Georgia Perimeter College in general. There's so many things, much of which I'm going to show you a little bit about here today. I was never a good student, okay? Books, forget it. I had no idea school was anything but a hassle. Threatening at worst, boring at best, okay? You get through school, you get through the day, then you go home and have some fun. That was me. And I ended up at DeKalb College in 1973 because I struck up a deal with my parents that if I went there, I didn't have to suffer another year of high school. And it just seemed like the lesser of two evils. And boy, was I wrong. It was fabulous. I walked into a classroom in Decatur campus in 1973. I met people in a very, diversity meant something different in 1973. It meant like, somebody from another neighborhood rather than another, even though there was some international activity, but not as much as there is now. It's much more diverse now and exciting in that way. But even then, my little mind, I'd go to school, there'd be all these different people from different backgrounds. But then I ended up in some classrooms where it just seemed, the atmosphere was so different. It was relaxed, and the teachers, there was some way they made it fun. We laughed at ourselves. So the very idea that learning could be fun, okay, but it starts there. And then, it has to start somewhere. You're not going to walk out from being an unguided missile, as I was, to being a Harvard scholar or something like that. There's steps in between. And the most significant step was learning that I could really like being in school. Then all of a sudden I started learning things, and it kind of became cool to know stuff. I transitioned into becoming a full-time teacher, and that really helped change my life. It gave me confidence. Now I'm a full-time artist. That confidence I never had. I never would have had it without getting the opportunity to teach. I began with a vision in a classroom at the Decatur campus in 1975. And I'm so grateful, for that experience and for that one moment that might have been just that little spark. My husband teaches here still. And every once in a while I have to remind him, dude, I was that person in the classroom that's got their head on the desk. I was that person, so there, what you're doing means something. It really does.